Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Insanity Radio. We are back on the air. Where is my track? There we go. You know what? We need that. You need Drake sometimes.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Drake track? Sorry, just right on the spot
there. Right now, probably God's Plan.
God's Plan. Ooh. Yeah. Should we get that up? Should we get that up?
Yeah, might as well. Let's do it, man.
You know what? Let's get that up right now. All right. In the meanwhile, do you want to tell us more about the single that we just played?
Yes, that was then. Oh man. What
was the process?
The process was forever long, but so basically, I'm a bit weird. I don't write to beats. I write in my head.
What?
Yeah, I write like to nothing.
So the lyrics come first, and
then I go studio, then we produce it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it the other way around now, where I write to a beat, but actually I don't write to anything.
Everything that you've done.
90, let's say 85%.
Was Tunnel Vision the same?
Yep, wrote that to nothing.
Wow.
I wrote Tunnel Vision to nothing. Then my mate produced the beat, wrote to that beat. They didn't like the beat after a while. Then I was on SoundCloud with my mate, A-Star. He was trying to find a beat. Yeah. Then I found a Tunnel Vision beat. I was like, I'm gonna buy that. So it wasn't for A-Star showing me a link for him to buy a beat, I would have found a beat we eventually used for Tunnel Vision.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's a story.
Then I wrote the chorus on the spot on SoundCloud. I was like, the lyrics just came. So some songs write themselves. Yeah, the chorus wrote itself.
Wow, amazing. So it's a similar process for this one.
So with that was then the process was that I literally wrote it to nothing, and then went to the studio. Then did it with the producer, but we didn't have like the pre-chorus chorus part, so I wrote that much later on to the beat. But I actually get bad writer's block, which is like
you just can't. Nothing's coming to you at the moment.
I always hear rappers say like, they have a little bit of a illegal substance. I'm curious, like, I wonder what it will be but I'll never ever try that. But yeah, I was curious.
That's more like, that happens more than you think. I've heard people like say, I wrote this track when, very interesting.
Under the influence.
Of a few things. All right, great. So what more can we be expecting from any future projects coming up soon?
Album is out in 2019 by God's grace.
Whoa.
First or second quarter will be out. I'm excited. I'm about 5 songs in. I don't want to do more than 11. I just can't. I'm not bothered. I'll tell you why. We consume music way too fast now. So if you're going to put all your energy into like a 15-20 song album just for the fans to come back in 14 days saying, yo, give us some new music. Dude, I just poured out my bank and my heart and soul into that.
That's very,
and
very
now
true.
It's been consumed. So I would, it's about 11 songs. I'm like 5 songs in. And it's quite like, in your face, a bit like That Was Then, the last single.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be on the album.
Yeah, for sure. It's on the album for sure. So think about that kind of style. But I spent a lot of time in Europe. Yeah. So I got to have a little bit of EDM influence in there somewhere. Yeah. And then I might have a bit of like, I'm Nigerian, so I might do a little bit of like Afro swing. Actually, I've actually written a song for the Gialdem.
Okay.
A tune for the Gialdem.
Okay.
For the Gialdem. So that will be on the album for sure. Every album I do has a song for a love song. Yeah. And I think it's important to write for saturate the internet with good love songs, as opposed to a wham bam thank you ma'am. How about me at the altar in your white dress? So yeah.
Oh wow, that's absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Have we got a name? Have we got a title?
I've got a title, but you're not getting it yet.
Oh,
but you know what?
If we wanted to drop the exclusive right now,
I actually might come back here and give the exclusive when we're good to go.
You know what? We'd love it.
I might do that.
We'd love it.
I might do that.
We'd love it. Can we do an acoustic sesh of it? We'll get the keys in. We'll get that cello player. We'll get something rocking.
You know, we'll do it. You know, I'm being dead serious.
I'm actually being serious. Yeah. Because we fit in, last week we had did you know Tonya Soulbird and Lemsy?
Sick.
So they had a guitarist and they had keys. We went for it. They did like a 10-minute full on jam non-stop. It was great. I thought once the album drops, I mean, of course we can't have your full band, sends but we can do like an acoustic session. I feel like that will definitely be vibes.
Let's do this, man.
Let's do this. All right, tell us about what's that feeling when you go in schools and you get that response from the kids. Then what is that like? Oh, this track works, or
it's priceless, And I think one thing I've learned is that different demographics geographically and racially respond to different songs.
Yeah.
So for example, I was in Peterborough maybe 2 weeks ago, and they really appreciate like EDM up there, as well as like everything else you hear in Jerem Daily and other stuff, but they really appreciate their own. Yeah. Like Manchester again, they love like EDM and pop.
Yeah.
But then if you go to like maybe a school in Brixton and you try to do like, I don't know, Swedish House Mafia, it might not go as down as well.
Yeah.
So it's about playing it by ear and knowing how to read your audience and read your crowd. So typically I'll go perform a song, give like a chat, perform a second song, give a chat, Q&A, then a closing song. Then it might be like a lunchtime gig later on during the day. But it's about just playing by ear. But I just love being able to, most importantly, beyond the music, but for me, music is an icebreaker or a platform to get in and literally inspire them. Because kids that didn't know who I was, after maybe 45 minutes, like, oh, you're the most inspirational person I've ever met. You never knew me an hour ago, but somehow me living my best life and me inspiring you to be your best version of you has inspired you. And I share the struggles of life. You know, I've come from a domestic violence background, poverty. My mom tried to abort me. I was a mistake, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of kids struggle with maybe identity or fitting in. So for them to see someone who has been through that and is making a name for themselves and living their best life, that's inspirational for them. So for me, it's always about, you know what, how can I make this beyond the music? At the end of the day, you see great musicians, wealthy people who commit suicide. So life is beyond the fame, beyond the riches, but it's about something deeper than that. So if I can reach them at a deeper level, Bob's your uncle, mate. So
absolutely amazing. Because like when we were on the Revo tour, I was chatting with you about that. Like I know Happy and Baller, they were getting loads of messages from kids. Like I got one kid message me. It was like, I saw you. I don't know how they found me, but they found me and they were like, I saw you flossing. That was so cool. I'm coming back. But I was like, just flossing and just like singing was like impactful to them.
Exactly.
And Happy and Baller got like thousands of messages from kids throughout the week saying how much their messages had touched them.
Yeah.
And so I was like, wow, this is so needed. Like I didn't have anything like that in school. Yeah. So imagine someone coming and sharing their story, and under it all having this sort of positive message is so needed. So props to you for going out there and doing the work. Like we're even starting to go into schools. Like Manny, who you just met outside, Manny's starting a project to go into schools and
big up Manny, man.
Broadcasts, like absolutely amazing. So it's definitely needed.
And on that note, I believe all teachers deserve a pay rise.
You know what? They do.
Because they are literally pouring into the future.
Very true.
And secondary school particularly are really your formative years. Your best years of your life, really, between 11 and 16 years of age, is your best life. Because you have no bills, no expectation. And once you get to 16,
memories
you get that NI card, that NI number. That's when you become an adult,
everything literally absolutely changes. We're still with Faith Child. We'll be back. When we come back, he's going to be doing a little piece for us. What do you want us to call it? Should we call it is it freestyle off the cuff, or are we just doing like a...
You can call it a freestyle because it means many things these days, doesn't it?
I'm telling you.
So,
it could be a lip sync, bro. We'll be right back.